Welcome back, realvacantland.com. I got another property for you. This one's like a third of an acre for 699 bucks. There's a little road up here, and then the property's right here over my shoulder if I get out of the way. This is it's not on the road. It's not on the road. It's right off the road a little bit. So you got to figure out how to get from the road down to this property. And but there's a power line on this property and there's street view. We're going to take a look at it. I just made a video about the property on the other side of the street, like up in here. So that property is also on the website, realvacantland.com. But this video, I'm talking about this one down here that's going to be harder to access. It's going to take someone with some creativity to pull it off. If you really want to figure it out, I can look up the phone numbers of the people. There's two properties in between here. I could look up the phone numbers of these people, and I know I can get their mailing addresses. You can mail them letters, but I could probably get their phone numbers and emails with some new software I got. If you want to chase them down and ask them for access or figure it out, or if no one else does, I probably get bored one of these days and I'll do it myself. So let's pull this up. Now I'm saying it, I should probably just put it on the website. Like, here's the names and numbers of the neighbors. Maybe I should do that to all these properties, right? I haven't seen anyone do that before. That might be fun. But let's jump into this. This is Luke Smith, realvacantland.com. Got my name, my number, my contact information up here. Down at the bottom of this thing in the description of this video, there's a link to get back to this website, to get to that user name and number up there so you can contact me. I got a bunch of pictures and descriptions of it. This one's like a third of an acre. It's in Chicot County, Arkansas. I'm asking 699 bucks for this property. So if you go down here and you look at this map, this is where the problem lies. The problem is between that blue thing and that road up there. So if you can figure out how to get back there, I mean, even down below, like down here, it looks like there's a power line going back there. So you might even take like the power line trail and get over there from the south too. It's just going to take some creative person to get in there. And then just in the last video, I was figuring out there's a truck parked at the end of this road, like an old semi truck, and then you can see the power line right here at the end of the street. This is the end of the street, and then there's a field here, and then there's this property. There's some junk in this guy's yard. There's an old house here, but this is just vacant land between here and there. So I'm sure somebody can figure out how to make this happen. So here's the street view of this thing. So here's they've got a garden. They got some cars parked here, and got someone, this is the house with the junk in it. I could probably look up their phone numbers too if you really want to go after this one. And so you go to the end of the street and just go across this field, and in the back of this field over here is your property. So a big chunk of land back there for nice and cheap. I'm asking $699 for this property. There's an online checkout, so if you want to go for it, you can click that, and 699 bucks. You can fill out your title information, your tax information, and your contact information. Fill out your information, and I'll get that into the deed. The second page after that starts asking for payment information to pay for it, and go out there. The property tax has been $24 a year, so let me know if you want to go after it. I'll look up phone numbers and help you, whichever properties, neighbors you want to chase down. See if you can get access to this thing and start using it. But you could have a nice piece of land, the back side of town, the end of the street, off the end of the street a little bit. This has got two lots. It's lot 4 and lot 5. I mean, theoretically, you could go sell each lot separately, especially if you got a driveway back in there. Probably make a good deal more money. And so we got this church and a bunch of school, Walmart, stuff like that in town. This town is, let me zoom out, I'll show you the town. This is Dermot, Arkansas. Let's blow this up. So Dermot, I was just talking to a nice lady shopping some land in the area, and we were looking at different supplies. There's a building supplies place in town, just pointing out. So I'll show you that. Builder's supply shop. It's like down here. We do the map. Where's the builder's supply? It's in here somewhere. There's a Family Dollar. There's a drugstore, police department, but there's a builder's supply shop over here, and then there's a post office, elementary school. There's a high school. There's a lot a lot of different, it's a small town. It's got the small town supplies and services. But if you go up in the northwest part of town, it's got this property. It's one of the biggest ones in the area because it's 2 lots, not one. It's two of the lots. And yeah, you could go run with those lots and make it happen. So if you're up for it, you've probably heard the spiel of how many of these videos have you watched by now. I feel like I'm on repeat. I've made so many videos about different properties, but there's a disclaimer on here I'm going to point out anyway. Disclaimer says that if the person that didn't pay the taxes on this thing in the past comes back and pays the taxes one last time, you pay off the taxes and you still get the property back. So go for it if you're the person that still owns this thing, or you don't really own it anymore, but if you pay the taxes off, you could get it back, is what I'm saying. I own it, but you got one last shot through some of the laws to get the property back if you pay the taxes. If you don't pay off all the taxes in a really short amount of time, like in days for making this video, then whoever I sell this property to is going to get it free and clear. If you're buying the property and the person pays off the taxes, I might have to refund you. That's the disclaimer. So just wait till I get you the deed before you start bulldozing the property and making it happen and turn it into something beautiful. So there you go. There's the property. This is Luke Smith, the Rural Vacant Land, bringing you another property in Chicot County, Arkansas, southeastern corner of Arkansas, $699 piece of property. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Talk to you in the next one.